Air India crash victim's son says he received other remains. Son of a woman killed in the Air India plane crash has told the BBC other remains were found in her casket after her body was returned to the UK. Miten Patel, whose father also died in the crash, said the coroner identified the mix-up remains and left him to worry. How many others are in there? The Daily Mail reported on Wednesday that the wrong bodies were being sent to loved ones following the crash, which killed 260 people shortly after takeoff in early June. All remains were handled with utmost professionalism and dignity, India's Foreign Ministry said, and that it was working with UK officials to address concerns. A spokesperson for the UK government said formal identification of bodies is a matter for the Indian authorities. We continue to liaise with the government of Gujarat and the government of India on behalf of the Inner West London senior coroner to support the coronial process. Ashok and Shobhana Patel were travelling home to visit their sons and grandchildren. On 12 June, after the Gatwick-bound plane crashed in Ahmedabad, Western India, they were among the first victims to be returned home. Their son, Miten, said the mix-up was obviously very upsetting, even though he acknowledged that mistakes happen. People were tired and there was a lot of pressure, but there has to be a level of responsibility that you're sending the right bodies to the UK. How do I know there aren't other remains in the casket with her? The Daily Mail reported to cases in which the wrong remains were allegedly returned to loved ones in the UK. One apparently saw a family receive the wrong body entirely, while another was said to involve the remains of several people placed in the same casket. India's Foreign Ministry said that they were aware of the report and have been working closely with the UK side from the moment these concerns and issues were brought to our attention. The statement continued, in the wake of the tragic crash, the concerned authorities had carried out identification of victims as per established protocols and technical requirements. All mortal remains were handled with utmost professionalism and with due regard for the dignity of the deceased. We are continuing to work with the UK authorities on addressing any concerns related to this issue, a lawyer representing many of the families affected by the crash said they expected UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer to raise these serious issues with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his visit to the UK this week. The families deserve urgent answers and assurances about the whereabouts of their loved ones. They added, the UK's Foreign Office said it was continuing to support relatives and loved ones. We have allocated dedicated caseworkers to each family who wish to have one, and family liaison officer support remains in place for those who requested it, a spokesperson added.